The nationwide death toll from a cholera outbreak has risen to 26. The Gauteng Health Department has confirmed another patient has succumbed to the bacterial disease in Hammanskraal. It brings the total number of deaths in the northern Gauteng community to 24. A death each has been reported in the Free State and Mpumalanga. The Department of Health spokesperson, Foster Mohale, says they'll give more details on the latest fatality in a statement tomorrow. Well, then, some residents in Tshwane are being urged to boil their water before drinking it after reports of discoloured water coming from taps in parts of the metro. For more on this, let's speak to Tshwane Utilities MMC Themba Fosi. A very good evening to you, sir. Grateful for your time. So this issue with the discoloration of the water, what is the cause?
Good evening, Tembegile. Good evening to your residents. Rainwater had an issue, technical issue, the Palmit pump station in Guruleni. This is the reservoirs or the systems that is providing water to the city of Tshwane. As a result, our reservoirs that were supplied by the the Guruleni reservoirs were depleted, and as a result, the sediments from the bottom of the reservoirs were, as a result, agitated, and that's what our residents are getting onto their taps. But then I can tell you that the problem has been sorted out from the rainwater side, and there's certain instances or areas where our residents are now experiencing proper water, and the rest will be obviously in due course be able to have proper quality water. How
many have clean drinking water now, and how many are still dealing with this discoloration?
Remember, Tembegile, not everybody. You might find that 2 streets down your streets are provided by different reservoirs. So it's not a one-shoe-fits-all exercise. But I can tell you that by tomorrow midday, we will have all residents of the city of Tshwane who have been provided water from that side having proper and quality clean water.
You're saying, am I right to say, this will all be resolved by tomorrow?
Yes, by tomorrow it is. As I speak to you, we are over 60% on most of our reservoirs. So you should understand that already water that was from the descendants, already they're on the pipes. So up until that is being fed out, only then people would be able to otherwise get proper water. I'll also encourage that residents should be able to boil water, but there is also a mitigating element where we are opening all our fire hydrants to make sure that we drain all water that is on the pipelines already, so that by tomorrow or even midday you have clean water. We are doing something that is quickly trying to resuscitate or even speed up the exercise of having clean and non-brown water.
Could this not have been sorted out before people realized that they had discoloured water coming from their taps, especially when you consider the level of concern already about the safety and quality of drinking water in Tshwane?
A very, very good question. Yes, you are right. That is a normal, especially in a value chain as big as rainwater and the city of Tshwane. However, that didn't happen. It is because we were informed late by rainwater that they had an issue on Friday already. Under normal circumstances, this is information that we're supposed to have received on Friday, so that we can be able to then throttle our reservoirs and make sure that our residents are getting water, but on a low pressure basis, so that we don't deplete our reservoirs for the sediments to be up. Under normal circumstances, if you have a reservoir that is going, that's getting depleted up until levels of 2%, you have sediments from the bottom of the reservoir that get agitated and as a result get pumped out also. If it was done properly, yes, from the water side being informed, we would have averted this.
Pardon me. So this water discoloured, yes, but would it have posed a danger, a risk to the life of anyone who may have used it to cook or drink?
No, and no. What happens is this is water that is coming from the reservoirs. Remember, under normal circumstances, at the bottom of these reservoirs, you have what we call sediments. These are just small. If there was a repair or maybe there's soil that is on the pipelines and all of that, that is basically that. Remember, water from rainwater has been tested rigorously. We have certificates that 3 days in succession that we have been fed with, to make sure that whatever that we are feeding to our customers or residents, it is something that has been tested and it meets the standard of SANS 241.
So more broadly then, as far as the water problems in Tshwane broadly and more specifically in Hammanskraal are concerned, as the MMC responsible for utilities, are we even anywhere near understanding the full extent of the problems, including those around infrastructure, when it comes to the provision of clean, safe drinking water in all of Tshwane and in particular in Hammanskraal?
Our water provision goes this way. Almost 70% of our water has been supplied by rainwater, and the rest is us and Makhalis water and Moretelo water on the other side of city of Tshwane in Hammanskraal. So all these are water boards which are tested and accredited. So with those provision from those boards, I can tell you, I can put my neck on the block that this is water that has been tested. This is water that I've been drinking for as long as you could remember. The only concern is the Themba water treatment plant in Hammanskraal, which it's nowhere near rainwater or even Makhalis as the water board services to our clients.
Thank you very much for that. MMC Themba Fosi, the MMC for utilities in the city of Tshwane, talking to us about problems around discoloration of tap water. He says that problem should be resolved by tomorrow.